Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and honestly this feels so surreal to do after a year. I think I've lost the hang of it. But anyway, I just wanted to apologize for being missing for a year. To be honest, I don't have an excuse. I just lost my way. And yesterday was the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter ban, which was like a big wake-up call for me, and I realized that, nothing is going to stop me from coming back on here. So here I am, and I hope that all of you are doing well. We are going through very difficult times with the pandemic and everything, honestly, that's going on. I hope you're all safe. We've all been through a lot since 2020, but I'm a whole different person now. And I wanted to come back here and just never be gone again. Let's hope. Anyway, enough with the introductions. Let's get on with today's topic, and I guess you've all read it by the title already, but we're going to be doing a full face of Indian brands because I feel like we need to show a little more love to our homegrown Indian companies more than international brands right now. So yeah, I'll be talking about my favorite Indian brands and their products, and honestly I had so many of them. I might even do a part 2, but let's first do this and see how it turns out. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I've zoomed you guys in because we are starting out with the eyes. I wanted to start off with the base, but I thought I'm going to be using eyeshadows that have kickback, and we're going to do something dark and smoky, so better not take the risk. So the first product for this entire video is the PAC Super Brow Cream. This is what it looks like. It is very, very creamy and nice. And PAC Cosmetics is an Indian owned brand. So yeah, we're gonna use this to carve out our brows. And I will be using this brush, which is also from PAC Cosmetics. This is from a set. It's their ES15 and it's a dual-ended brush. I'm just gonna dip into the product like so. Don't take too much. It is super, super creamy. And then I'm gonna just, put it on my hand like this so that I don't have excess product. Now we're just gonna carve out the brows. Just be slow and gentle during this process because trust me, it is an entire process. So I'm just filling in the sparse areas little by little, not trying to go heavy-handed. And then just brushing it out simultaneously just so that everything looks cohesive. So you can see the difference between both the brows, and I like to do the step before I do my base because let's face it, I'm sloppy while doing my brows, okay? Alright, so I did my other brow off camera, and now we're gonna carve out the brows using some concealer, for which I will be using the Sugar Magic Wand Waterproof Concealer. This is in 30 Chocochino. And the brush I will be using is from Bougie Beauty in the number B213. This is also an Indian owned brand, by the way. So I will be leaving the links down below so that you can check them out as well. I love this brand for brushes, to be honest. So let's just apply it all over our eyelids. And now, as you can see, I'm just carving this out, and I love this brush for carving out anything, for cut crease. It's literally just the best. And I'm also going a little bit like this. Then I'm taking this brush, which is also by PAC. It's the number 215, and I am going to just buff this out. Moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to be using 2 palettes, or maybe 1, we'll see, but I wanted to give you 2 options. So these are the 2 Indian owned eyeshadow palettes that I really love and enjoy using. So the first one is by Lakme. This is their Lakme Absolute Infinity Eyeshadow Palette, and these are the shades. And the next one is by a homegrown Indian brand called Arc Cosmetics. This is what the palette looks like, and I absolutely love the color scheme on it. But before we move on to eyeshadows, I'm going to use a kajal just to intensify the smokiness. So for that, I will be using the Lotus Eco Stay Kajal. This is what the kajal looks like. I love this kajal, and Lotus is again an Indian brand, so yeah, we're sticking to the rules. The first thing I'm going to do is apply this kajal very close to my lash line. Just like that. Don't go too overboard because we don't want the black to be overbearing. And I'm using a pencil brush. This is again by PAC. It's from their Eye Squad range. And this is ES08. And I'm just going to start smudging this out very slowly. And also kind of winging it out. You don't need to wing it out. I'm just doing this because it suits my eye shape. I'm going to take a flat smudger brush like this, which has a little more depth to it. So from the Arc Cosmetics palette, I'm just using the black shade, tapping off the excess. Now I'm just going over the place that we put our kajal on. So I'm gonna use this cranberry shade from the Lakme palette, and we're gonna start blending these shadows out. Also, I'm taking a brush like this. This is the ES10, again from PAC. They have really good brushes, you guys. Now just taking that cranberry shade, I'm gonna start blending it out from the middle towards the end. And I'm going in windshield wiper motions. Alright, now we're gonna use this shade. And I'm using a small fluffy blending brush from Bougie Beauty. This is the number B109. I'm just gonna put it a little higher than where we put the cranberry shade, just to make sure everything looks as meshed in as possible. And I'm gonna go in with this transition shade. I'm gonna go in over that coral shade, although it's more like a cherry shade now that I think of it, and just blend it all out. And now lastly, I promise this is the last blending shade. I'm going to use this blending brush from Lakara, which is also an Indian brand. This is their E006 blending brush, and this is my favorite brush for like overall blending. And I will be using this shade to blend out everything. So again, just start from the middle. I mean, that's what I like to do. And go in your windshield wiper motions and also circular motions, just to blend in and tie up all the shades that we put on our eyes today. Alright, so I'm done with both my eyes, and this is what it looks like. Now we're gonna move on to lashes. I was gonna use eyeliner, but I don't think I want to. So let's go directly into the lashes, and for that I have, again by Arc Cosmetics, this is in the variant Queen Bee, and they're very dramatic. So I'm gonna do my lashes off camera and we'll be right back. So we're back with our lashes popped on, and this is what it looks like. Now I am so torn between should I add glitter or not. Like, I love how smoky this looks, and I'm afraid that if I add the glitter it's gonna get ruined. But I also wanna
add some glitter
because I haven't played with glitter in so long. You know what, let's do it. Let's apply some glitter. So the one I'm using is by Mafia Glitter in the shade Taffy. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of this on my fingers, and I'm gonna apply it very, very softly and slowly right on my eyelids, just the inner 1/3. And then I'm gonna take my middle finger and help to like spread it out without using more product. And I feel like our fingers do the job in the best way. I'm gonna take this round fluffy blending brush one more time without any product. I'm just going over the edges of the glitter, not going over the actual glitter itself, but just the edges to like blend it out. Alright, I think the glitter worked out fine. We're zoomed out and ready to start our base, and firstly we're gonna go in with primer. So this is the Matte Look Cosmetics 24K Gold Primer, and this is also an Indian brand which I really love. I'm gonna take just a little bit and I'm gonna run it between my fingers and start applying it from my nose to the center of my face. And with whatever is left on my hand, I'm just gonna go on my forehead. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Lotus Pro Edit Silk Touch Foundation in the shade 06. Now I'm gonna use a beauty sponge. By the way, this beauty sponge is from the drugstore company, and we're gonna start applying it to the face. I absolutely love this foundation. It is so skin-like and it does not have a lot of coverage, but I don't mind that because I like to work in layers. So I don't like a full coverage foundation. I would rather use a low coverage foundation and then go in with a heavy duty concealer. You see that? It just looks like my skin but better, and that is why this is one of my top favorite foundations of all time. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the Swiss Beauty Liquid Concealer in the shade 06 Clairvoyant. Putting a tiny bit here, a little bit on my forehead. So for doing the under eye area, I'm going to use this PAC concealer brush once again because I just feel like this does such a good job at blending out under eye concealer. Now there aren't a lot of good loose powders by Indian brands. Only I think K by Katrina has a really nice shade range and formula, but I don't have that. So we're gonna go in with the next best thing that I found. So this loose powder is by Insight Cosmetics. Again, very affordable and it does have good coverage. What I'm gonna do is pour a little bit onto this, and we're gonna take our beauty sponge once again because I love applying powders with the beauty sponge. I feel like it looks the most natural. So I'm just gonna take a little bit like this, and then I'm gonna use the concealer brush just once again to remove any creases from my eyes.
You don't want to set those into place.
And then I'm gonna look up and make a very awkward face, and we're gonna apply the powder. Now moving on to bronzer, again there are not a lot of good Indian brands that make bronzers, so this is the one that I have, and if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that this is my OG and I always swear by this. It's by Sugar Cosmetics. This is their mini bronzer in the shade Top Topper. It's just one of my favorite bronzers ever, so I'm just gonna take it on an angled brush. This is again by PAC. This is their 046 brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit tap off the excess.
Always tap off the excess, you guys.
Whew, it's a lot of take back. Now I'm gonna start from the corner of my face. What do you call this place? I'm going a little bit above my cheekbones because I want a lifted and sculpted look, and always tap in the product and then just swipe a little bit to make it smooth. Then just go over your forehead because we also want to slim that down. Now for the jawline, or hiding our double chin, which is the main thing, what I like to do is just go over my jaw a tiny bit so that it looks slightly more slimmer than it is, you know. Coming to blush, oh my god, there is like a huge storm going outside. I'm a little scared, but you know what, let's just continue. For blush, we have this Color Bar Pro Illusion blush in the shade 02 Veiled Merlot. So I'm using this blush brush. Actually, it's a powder brush 001 from La Cara. Again, an Indian brand. So yeah, we're just gonna take a little bit of this and I'm gonna smile and apply it on the same angle as we did with the contour, but just slightly above it. Now it's time to set everything in place, and for that I will be using the PAC Micro Finish Mist. I actually recently purchased this and I've fallen in love with it. Like, it is so good. I love the applicator especially. So let's just melt all these powders into place and then we're gonna move on to highlighter. That felt really nice. So for highlighter, I will be using the Nykaa Glow Getter highlighter. This is in the shade 02 Glitterati, and Nykaa is an Indian brand, so yeah, we're gonna use this. I do like this highlighter a lot, plus it comes with two variants, so you're getting two shades in one. Today I will be using this shade, which is a little more champagne-y rather than gold. So I'm just gonna put it on the highest points of my cheekbones. Then I'm also gonna go over my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow and my chin, and also gonna go over the décolletage area a little bit just to enhance those
Non-existent collarbones.
I don't think that helped, but anyway. Now just take the butt of the beauty blender and just blend it all again. This way it does not look like it's sitting on top of the skin, rather it's melting into the skin, which gives you that glow from within look. So anyway, this is what our finished base looks like. Now for the last part, which is the lipstick. I have a lot of Indian brands for lipsticks, but today we're just gonna go with one. We're gonna go in with the Faye Beauty lipsticks. This is a very, very nice brand with very good brand values. I loved working with them, and I also love the formulation of their lipsticks. You can basically use these lipsticks in 3 ways, like a light layer for like a light tint, and if you want more intensity, you can increase it. Plus they're also very affordable, and they're a very conscious brand who don't go with the ideals of beauty, so their values really stood out to me. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I surely loved making this video. In fact, all the products that I used in the video are my favorites. So I hope this video was insightful for you. And before you ask me, these lenses are from Dahab Cosmetics. I think that is how they're pronounced. It was sent to me by an Instagram page. I will link everything down below along with the shade name. I think it was luminescent brown or something. This is the first time I'm wearing it, and I actually really like it. It's very easy to wear, it does not irritate the eyes, and it looks good. So that's it for the lenses. So if you liked this video or found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. It does help. And if you would like me to do a part 2 of this, then definitely comment down below and
Like this video.
I'll know that you guys liked it, so it would motivate me to do a part 2. So that's all I wanted to say. Hopefully it wasn't as long as I'm thinking it is. I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, stay safe and just stay strong. I love you guys so much. Bye.